why is it so important to our parents that we should get married at a certain age? Because I mean, the society is already putting pressure. If you're a woman and you're 30 and you're not married, there's a problem. You understand? I mean, it's not like it's a problem, but you get what I mean. People start to talk about it. So you're facing the issues from the society. Then you get back home and then your mom is, or the parents are, putting you under pressure. Oh, did she get married today? Your friend just did the wedding, or some person just did this.
I think because, the way it is like, I think it's a peculiarity for Nigerian parents, because abroad and other places, they don't.
It's an African thing, not in Nigeria.
It's not African like that though. Because, for example, a Nigerian parent is taking care of you till they'll pay your school. They want to go to school. They want to get good results. They are fighting at you. Does Obi have two heads? He got this thing. They want you to get married. The marriage is even their own. It's for them so that they've done their bit
and they let you go. Like that's the point. I feel like they feel like that is their final obligation to you.
They call it the comfort. Is it really the final obligation? Because you have cases where you finally get married and then they start to check, your wife's stomach. Is she pregnant? Has she giving birth?
The pressure doesn't end.
I think that when you give birth is okay, then they now say we want more grandkids. Why are you people slowing down? You want 5. It's almost like an endless pressure.
That's true, but I think that's very true. But I think the pressure reduces once you're married. For example, now you're in the house. You say, I want to eat. If you're in your wife's house now she for the cook for it. My dad told me during quarantine, if you are married now, you be with your wife, this will be some alone time.
Like even when you're rushing to work, maybe like I forget to wear cufflinks or my shirt is a bit rumpled or things that have nothing to. But if you are married now, everything is related.
I think that's because they are even married early. They are looking at it from their perspective. Marry from a good home. Marry from a rich home. Rich people want to marry rich people. They'll tell you, don't marry. Someone made a comment. Yeah, he says if parents that were there during civil war, the things they experienced, they are still trying to make it bear or no. Say don't marry a Yoruba girl. Don't marry an outside girl. Yeah. If you ask them why, it's some old don't marry Anambra from this social place, this village. Don't marry from that village. Sometimes you see what they are saying.
I mean, so what you say, like they want to influence when you get married, who you get married to.
I said their thinking is from what they experience. They are not pushing that.
And the truth is that sometimes they need to listen to what this generation are saying.
But they don't.
Sometimes they need to understand that things have changed.
Yes, that's why the cool parents are those.
So they're using the ideology of before, which still works. That's why most of our parents are still together. You understand? It still works and everything. But then again,
let me bring up a point. You say most of our parents are still together. What's the quality of the marriage? You understand? Which is you have many parents that are still together after 55 years. Are they just being together for the sake of the kids? Are they just coexisting? What is the quality of the marriage? You can't always use longevity to define or determine happiness in marriage. That's the way I look at it. And I also think that we make this mistake and say things like, oh, our parents have been living long, what did they do right? But let's maybe probe a little further and find out if those marriages are even happy in the first place. I know I'm maybe shaking the table.
It's true.
That makes the gospel true.
It's the truth. It makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of older couples that have been together for so long, I think most of them are staying in because of their kids. Because there's some time in a marriage that something cuts. I don't know, there's an affection or something that just dies down. Then they just have to stay for the kids and sake of the kids and sake of family and sake of shame and all that stuff. But now things are changing because our generation are saying, no, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be in a marriage where I have to go through this because of this. I want to air out my opinion. I want to come out and say, no, if I'm not happy, I'm not staying here.
What is a parent's optimal what's the English?
Say like,
what is that responsibility? What's the number one responsibility
for every parent
to you?
I think the responsibility is to see that the child achieves everything every success, like everything success all around.
Now that is putting pressure on the parent.
Exactly.
That
And also putting pressure.
Is
bounce back on the child. Yeah.
So adopt this mentality, which is it is my responsibility to ensure that my child is successful.
And Henry, that is exactly what is going on.
That's what's going on.
That's the problem. I feel that the number one most important thing for every parent is to raise responsible men and women, to raise godly people with good character. You understand? Every other thing, let them, figure it out themselves.
I think before, I think it's not only parents, it's society.
It's the society.
Because that's for the age thing. Because now you can see now it's being pushed towards 30. Before, they would expect you, because your parents, at 24, 25, a girl should be married, for example. It's not your parents' law, it's the law that unconsciously the environment has set up for a normal, putting pressure on a young lady that is approaching 30 now, I'm not married. It's not necessarily your parents, it's the way the society is.
They're trying to apply society is affecting parents' judgment, is also affecting the children.
Because let me give another example.
Exactly. When we discuss the reasons why there's someone like me now is closer to 40. What are the reasons? Because me, I know why I'm not married. I can only speak for myself.
I'll tell you. So you know how they say, marry the right one. And when you know somehow. So sometimes when I sit with my mom and talk about, why, we had a conversation some days ago, and I told her that no, I can't just jump and marry anybody. I want to be able to live with somebody for the rest of my life. That is me, personally. I don't want any issues. I don't want to have to go through divorce or anything like that. So, I said there's certain qualities I'm looking for in a woman. And they're not too much.
What are some of those qualities?
Bunda!
I need to know.
Bunda!
Yeah, the reason why I ask is sometimes the expectations that we set for ourselves
is too high.
Is also one of the things that has somehow hindered us from taking that leap of faith when we get married. You understand? I've been married for 9 years. Yeah. You understand that?
Man, this generation not like next year.
Happily married.
I know the fears that I had. I got married at the age of 26. You don't find too many people or too many guys doing that
take that big leap.
You understand? So the reason why I'm asking, I really want to know what are some of the qualities that you are looking for in a woman. The way you answer, I'll ask you the second.
Okay, I think a lot of people come out as fake. I think some people just see what they like. So they just see the cover of the book and they just want to dive in.
They just be like, this guy.
The golden boy! That's in our lifestyle. So they'll be like, okay, they want to jump in. No, but I want to be able to live with somebody that is caring. Why did I say caring? When we get old, someone that will be able to take care. Yeah, someone that is very caring, not just caring, just someone that is instilled in the person, someone that is caring, someone that cares for people, not me.
You want a woman who is caring, number one.
1. 2, I need a godly woman.
A godly woman.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm too godly, but I know that I don't joke. I know that when it comes to my godliness, I do not joke with that. So I put that first in my life. That's number 1.
Saying I didn't follow up to that. The reason why I say you have to define godly or spiritual because Babala is not spiritual.
Jesus Christ, Christian, godly and someone that is very educated. I think when I say educated, it's someone that when I come out for governor tomorrow, the person can be my pillar. Do you understand? Someone that when I say I'm coming out for governor tomorrow, the person will stand, and when I say no, I don't think I want to do this again, say, no, do it. Someone that would push me and be that pillar behind me. That is the woman I'm looking for.
What's the follow-up question?
My follow-up. Yeah. What are some of the things that you are doing for yourself to be the kind of man that woman needs?
That's a very good question. So, with me personally, I try to make sure that I find out what this person likes, what this person also likes in a man, right? So, and see that, okay, I possess those qualities as well. If I don't, then I'll try to build on those things. So this is the new me. The old me will probably be like, the old me was very selfish. And I'll be like, okay, I just want and I don't want to give, right? So the new me is saying, no, I want to be able to, I want us to have a common ground. Let's lay out everything on the table and let's iron out everything. Okay, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do to be able to bring out those qualities out of you? And I'll do it.
Come to that, because the question I have is similar to what he's already on, right? There's a wedding that you guys shot, both of you. That, sorry, me, I blame you people's industry for failed marriages, but I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. But the question I have is, there's an interview. There's a wedding you guys shot, and I heard a girl say something very brilliant. She was giving advice, and she said, I wish you all the best in your marriage.
Yes,
and I want you to continue to fall in love with all of the versions of yourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very, when I heard that.
I know the way.
When she said that, God bless her. When she said that, I thought that was the most brilliant
Advice
I have ever received. The girl, I don't want to mention her name, but she it was
Very
in the
smart,
studio.
very
She said she was doing a video to the couple, and she said, I want you to fall in love with the different
Versions of yourself.
Brilliant.
Why? This is a reason to say, because change is
I have a question.
So say
for today's topic, I'm the umpire.
Yeah.
Saying that I'm the only married.
So actually this question
Question is for you actually mainly, because you are experienced.
Alright.
So why do you think there's so I've been reading different articles on like divorce and everything. The divorce rates have been crazy in the past 5 years. Why do you think that is happening? After saying all these points, after saying everything we said now, why do you think that's
Let me
happening?
start by saying that first and foremost, divorce, a lot of things can lead to divorce.
Yeah.
But as a society, we need to stop the stigmatization that comes with someone being divorced. There's a way people look at other people who are divorced as if they failed in their marriage, and as if it is their fault or it's a taboo and all of that. I think that one of the first things that we should address is let's stop the stigmatization, because you are not in that marriage. You don't know what that person had to go through. I was speaking to someone who said, this is why I left my husband, and the reason she gave me, I felt it was cogent enough. You understand? I'm not saying that it wasn't workable, but you can never truly know the reasons why people go through divorce unless you are in that marriage or they come and tell you their mind. Some of the reasons, there are many reasons for divorce. There is domestic violence, which I think is an absolute no. You understand? You should never lay hands on your wife, and a woman should never lay hands on her husband. You understand? Chronic cheating, I use the word chronic in the sense that, some women, most women have a very forgiving spirit. You understand? They can forgive you one time, but if that one time becomes too many times, then it becomes unbearable. There are some women that can't even forgive you the first time, okay, and vice versa. Okay, you understand? But I also think that we should go back to some of the things that we were talking about at the initial stage, which is, if you marry somebody out of the pressure that comes from society or from parents or from friends, that is also going to lead to divorce at some point. Because you're going to take a wife just because you want to please your parents. Not because you feel that you have shared values. Not because you feel that you love this person. Not because you feel that this person is your friend and you guys can, raise a family together. They just need to do it because, that's what is involved now. Let's go and run it so that I can tell everybody that I did Zoom wedding.
And that's one.
When the chips are down, you will find that people are saying, I'm no longer doing it again. Or another thing is parents sometimes create safe haven for their kids. You get cases where you are getting married and then the mother is telling the daughter, if anything happens, just come back home. Just come back home. After all, we did not raise you to suffer. I see why that is good, but I also see that there's a danger. At the beginning, you're already creating a window of escape. If we all enter marriage knowing that there is no escape and we're going to do our best to make it work, then I feel like divorce rates will reduce. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should go into a marriage and die there. No. If your husband is beating you and someone is emotionally blackmailing you all the time, please separate so that you get yourself well. But we should go into marriages with the mindset of it is actually for better, for worse. It is me and this person trying to make things work for us, for our kids, for our future. In a marriage, yes, as an individual, you have to take care of yourself. Because if you can't give what you don't have.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content like this, leave a comment in the comment section on what topics you want us to talk about. You can always come into Laguru Barbers to join the conversation. Until next time.